here with Like Tesla. Today we are giving our Model 3 the ultimate paint protection. We are putting a stealth wrap on it, and then in a few days we're gonna put ceramic coating over that. Do you guys remember the silver Model 3 prototype that had that cool multi-coat paint to it? Well, we're gonna try to kind of recreate that and give that look a run for its money. I'm here with Tiaan at AP3.
You know, most Tesla owners have never even heard of Xfile, and most people in general have never heard of Xfile. So my job, first and foremost, is just to educate people. Once you understand the value of it, you know, you go to Kelley Blue Book, for example, and just look at a Tesla Model 3, look at the difference in value between fair and excellent on the vehicle condition. That is usually greater than the price of an Xfile wrap.
So what is the process like then to go ahead and put the wrap on it? Does it affect the paint underneath? Is it something that could be removable at some point if you wanted to?
Exactly. So it's a sacrificial layer that's protecting your paint from the environment. So the film is totally replaceable. Usually, you know, when folks bring in their car to have film removed, it's because something has hit it or dinged it up, and it saved them, you know, $1,000, repair bill from a body shop, and it cost maybe $50 to replace that panel. And so really, it's an insurance policy against any sort of damage to your car, keeping it out of the body shop. So you don't have any sort of record on, Carfax or something like that of the car having been in for body work.
I heard that there's sort of like a self-healing mechanism with it.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So Xfile actually has a patented top coat. They have some of the strongest self-healing properties of any film. And how it works is you park your car in the sun, the film gets hot, it sort of bonds back together and heals any sort of scratches or swirls that you get from washing. You know how cars sometimes, if you look at them in the sun, there's like a spider web swirling look to them. A car covered in Xfile won't have any of that. You look at the finish and it's perfectly smooth, no scratches or swirls. It really brings out the depth of color. In Tesla paint specifically, Tesla has beautiful paint. The blues, the reds, the blacks, these are all very deep colors. And so nothing detracts from that more than the surface being scratched up and looking marred and defective.
Okay, so it's kind of like Spider-Man and it can like self-heal itself.
Exactly. Very, very cool technology. This is the latest technology for these cars.
So with our X, we regretted not getting it wrapped right away. We did get ceramic coating, but we also waited a little bit on that. And we used it for so many road trips that, little things happen, little imperfections, and my husband was the one that would typically detail it, and he would notice.
Yeah, and it just keeps building up over time. The first year, you might get a couple of small dings, you don't mind them. Second year, you get a few bigger dings, especially in the luggage area where you're constantly unloading things. So it just makes sense to have this protective wrap there. Every time you're unloading the car, you don't have to baby it. You don't have to be worried about scratching it or dinging it. You don't have to worry about your kids being around it, because at the end of the day, there's 8.5 mils of polyurethane between anything in the environment and your paint.
It was something I think before we had our Tesla, we had never even thought about or even knew about before. So what kind of cars do you see coming in here the most?
We've been fortunate enough to work on a lot of exotics like McLarens, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. But mostly we see Teslas, luxury vehicles like Porsches, Mercedes. Gloss is the most popular. A lot of people are tentative to take the leap to go full stealth on their vehicles.
Until they see this video.
But yeah, once people do get the stealth wrap, they usually, if they come back with another vehicle, they get that one stealth wrap and another one stealth wrap.
I'm so excited to see what we're gonna do with our car now. That is so cool.
That is sick. Wow.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
So cool. How do you do the corners right there? Like, how do you get it like in there?
We wrap every edge, you know, really just using, you know, techniques and methods that we've, you know, refined and learned along the way doing these kinds of vehicles, Tesla specifically.
Oh, look at that. So I do, okay, you're right.
You like the
I like
material?
that in here. That's like really good with kids and everything too because of the fingerprint issue.
Yeah, the kick plates have some film too, so I took off that factory
Sticker.
stuff, yeah, and put the real protection down.
This is unbelievable. It's
This
much
is
better.
so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to like look around a little more.
Hey.
I don't even know. It's like magic how you got in there because I can't even like imagine how you do that.
Look around.
This is so cool.
Yeah, and so, you know, what I would just tell folks is don't confuse this with a color change wrap. We didn't change the color of the car.
Yeah.
This is the color of your Tesla. It's a clear wrap. It's a finish change wrap, not a color change wrap. So we changed the finish from, you know, glossy to this kind of dynamic. It's not quite satin, it's not quite matte, so we just call it stealth. It's got the kind of the multi-coat look of that
Yeah.
Tesla that you guys posted in the last video.
Well, I'm finally back in my Model 3, but I wanted to let you guys know why we chose AP3. We really trusted them. Both Tesla certified body shops in this state use them for their paint protection services, and they've done the most wraps in the state. And with them, we knew we'd be getting a high quality wrap as well. So I'm excited to finally get to take the car out for a drive. So guys, AP3 was kind enough to offer a discount to Like Tesla viewers who are in the area and interested in protection packages. If you mention Like Tesla, you get 10% off your Xfile coverage. And if you have a second vehicle you want protected, you get a 40% discount on that second car. For more info on protection packages, check out ap3atl.com. Next time on Like Tesla. So today we are dropping our car off for ceramic coating. I mean, how lucky are we to even be here right now? Wow. But it's like so much more than that because it's just this whole philosophy, I think, behind Tesla that we all
Exactly. It's
get
people
into.
who are environmentally conscious
Yeah.
and then people who are passionate about cars. And the way they've been able to fuse those two characteristics into the, you know, the group that is Tesla owners, you know, they come out of the woodworks.
Yeah. I mean, I would have never in a million years thought that I would have a YouTube channel for a car.
Right?
Like, it was not something that was ever like, you know, I went to high school and said, this is what I'm gonna do when I grow up. Like,
But you're right.
Like-
I mean, it's a very passionate group,
Yeah.
and so people they want to know everything they can about their Tesla. So they go on the forums like, what's this Xfile stuff? What's this ceramic coating stuff? Everybody else is getting it. Their cars look
Yeah.
awesome. Should I get it for my car? You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot of questions involved, and so you know, we just try to, you know, cut through all the confusion and give it to people
Yeah.
straight. You know, this is what the product is. This is what it does. This is the difference between it and ceramic coatings.
yeah.